Hello and welcome to your mat. My name is Stacey. For today's practice, you will want to have with you 1 to 2 yoga blocks. If you don't have those, you can substitute with any other similar shaped household item, like a folded up pillow or a rolled up towel. Go ahead and get what you need, and I will meet you lying on your back in Shavasana. Take a few moments to settle onto your back. Allow your arms and legs to go wide away from your body. Bring a gentle tuck into your chin, lengthening up the back of your neck. And allow yourself to settle into stillness. Feel the weight of your body melting into the mat beneath you. And as your back body grows heavy, the front body remains light and fluid, moving freely with breath. And gentle rise of the belly with each breath in. The softening with each breath out. Your body remains in stillness. Turn the gaze over to the right. You can play with the height of your chin, tucking it closer or further from your shoulder. Take a big breath in, come back through center. And exhale to the left. And come back through center. Pause for a breath. And then begin to awaken your body by wiggling fingers and toes. Find some rotations through your wrists and ankles in both directions. And slide your feet together at the bottom of your mat. And bend through the knees, draw them in towards your belly. You can take hold of the back of your thighs or interlace your fingers. We'll just take a gentle rock from side to side. Land in the center. Let the soles of your feet find the floor. If you have a block, you can place that between your thighs. So that can be a pillow or a rolled up towel as well. Squeeze that tightly between the thighs as you draw the knees in towards you once again. Release your arms at your sides. We're going to come into a twist, bringing the knees over to the right. If you have a second pillow or block, you're welcome to place that beneath the knees. And just keeping the block between your thighs to allow for a little more space through your low back. Breathing deep into your lower left belly. With or without the help of your hands, draw your knees back through center. Adjust the prop between your thighs if you need. Lengthen through your spine first, and then find your twist in the opposite direction. Your gaze can be at the ceiling or over to the right. Send your breath into your lower right belly. Bring your knees back through center. Let the soles of your feet find the floor. So your knees are bent, feet on the floor. The block or the prop is between your thighs. Release your arms at your sides, coming straight out from your body. Palms face the ceiling. We're going to continue to squeeze into our prop. The right arm stays extended long. Bring the palm of the left hand onto your chest. Left fingertips are pointing towards the right hand. And we'll start to slide the left palm across your chest over to the right, reaching it down the length of the right arm. You're going to allow the left shoulder to lift, but keep squeezing into your prop to keep the knees from swaying side to side. Left hip is reaching down towards the mat. Slide the left hand back towards the shoulder, then onto the chest as you lower back onto your mat. So if you don't have a prop between the thighs, that's okay. It just helps to bring a little bit more awareness to keep the legs from swaying side to side, keeping some activation through your legs here. Keep all four corners of the pelvis on the floor. That left palm once again is going to slide down the right arm towards the right hand, lifting the left shoulder off of the ground. See if you can keep your knees pointing through center. And slide the left hand back through center. Each time, maybe you find you're able to reach that left palm a little bit further. Sliding left hand once again over to the right as if you're trying to stack the hands one on top of each other. Notice if the knees are starting to tip over to the right, can you bring them back through center, squeeze firmly into your prop, and slide the left hand back. And taking two more on this side. Pausing as you reach for the right hand. Take a full cycle of breath. And before sliding back through center. Last one, just like that. Landing in the center, release the left arm at your side. And just pause in the center with the arms extended. We'll bend the right elbow, bring the right palm onto the chest to begin. Squeeze into your prop. You can always adjust it if it has shifted and become uncomfortable. Keep the hips stable, the knees as stable as you can. As you start to slide the right hand across your body over to the left, working towards straightening the right arm as well. Pause for a full cycle of breath with the right shoulder lifted, reaching the palms towards each other. And then slowly slide back. Right arm's running down the length of the left arm all the way to the wrist, maybe even stacking palms. It's okay if you don't reach. Come back through center. Follow your own rhythm of breath. Take 3 more just like that. Pausing in the extended position for a full cycle of breath. No rush to get there, but when you have finished your 3, just landing in a neutral spine with the arms extended. Taking a few deep breaths, noticing any changes you may feel through the upper body. Option to keep the prop between your thighs or remove it now. We're going to reach the palms, the fingers up towards the sky. So palms are facing one another, fingertips are reaching to the ceiling, but press your shoulders back down into the mat, keeping them in their joints. The left fingertips are going to continue to point up towards the sky. And take the right arm towards your legs a little bit. Cross it over your body to the left. And take hold of the outside of your left arm. With the right hand, you're going to start to guide the left arm over to the right. This time we're going to try to keep the left shoulder on the mat. Keep your left arm as straight as you can. Left fingertips are reaching over to the right, but the left shoulder is drawn back towards the floor. And see if you can keep the left arm tracking in the same direction as the right shoulder. So going straight across your body instead of towards the hips. Depending on how tight you are through the shoulders, you may have it a little bit closer to the legs. That's okay. It's just the direction that we're working towards. Stay just as you are. If you'd like to bring a little bit of a twist into this, you can lift up the knees and send them over to the left. Just be really mindful not to go too deep. If you prefer, you can release your block and place that beneath the knees for support. Listening to your body, making any necessary adjustments, or coming out of the pose at any time. Bring the knees back through center. Release the left arm. Lower the soles of the feet to the floor if they're not already there. We're going to reach those fingertips up towards the ceiling once again. Palms face each other. Bring the left hand a little bit towards the legs and then cross it over to the right. Take hold of the outside of the right arm. And while keeping the right arm straight, we're going to start to cross it over towards the left side of the room. Keep the right shoulder reaching down towards the mat if you can. And then for a stretch into the shoulder, maybe up the right arm. Without lifting the right shoulder, just play with the position of the arm, maybe drawing it a little bit closer towards the left shoulder, maybe easing it off towards the hips. And just find where it is that you feel the stretch most without being in discomfort. Keep that arm position, option to bring in a little bit of a twist by drawing the knees in towards your belly and over to the right. Long, slow breaths in and out through the nose. Bring your knees back through center. Release your arms. Lower the soles of your feet to the floor. And you can release the block if you have it in position. Heel toe, your feet to the edges of the mat. Let the knees tip in to touch. Arms at your sides. Just take a few breaths in stillness. Heel toe, your feet back towards center. Reach your right foot up towards the sky. You can take hold of your pant leg or interlace your fingers around the back of your thigh. Ground down through the right hip, and we're going to draw a few little circles with just the right ankle. Keep the remainder of the leg as stable as you can. Just pointing and flexing through the ankle. Circling in the opposite direction. Pause with the ankle flexed, toes drawn towards your face. Take one more big breath here. And we'll turn the toes to the right side of the room, bend the right knee. Bring the pinky toe edge of the right foot onto your left thigh for a figure 4 stretch. Ground down through your left hip as you send the right knee away from you. And if you're feeling a stretch already, stay just as you are. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, you can draw the left knee in towards you, take hold of the back of the left thigh. But continue to lengthen through the tailbone, reaching it away from the top of the head and down into the floor. Without lifting your tailbone off of the mat, you can play with the position of the left thigh, maybe reaching it over towards the outer left shoulder, or shifting it back towards the midline. See where the stretch feels best to you today. Lower your left foot onto the mat. With the right foot, join it. Left foot this time is going to reach up towards the ceiling. You can take hold of the back of the left leg or hold onto your pant leg. And you even out your hips, making them equal distance from the shoulders and evenly weighted on the floor. And we'll start to take those gentle circles through the left ankle. In both directions. Pause with a deep flex in the left ankle. And turn your toes to the left side of the room, bend the left knee. Let the pinky toe edge land on your right thigh. You may find it helpful to place your right hand, your right thumb into the right hip crease. Encourage stillness in that area, lengthening it away from the right shoulder as you guide the left knee away from you. You're going to feel that right hip try to inch up towards the shoulder, maintain length up the right side. If you're still not quite feeling that stretch, you can draw the right knee in towards you, take hold of the back of the right thigh. Always the option here to bring your foot to rest on a block or up against a wall, if that allows you to rest your arms more softly on the floor. Lower your right foot onto the mat. Let the left foot join it. With a nice wide stance to your feet, just take a gentle rock from side to side with your knees. Pause in the center. The knees are bent, feet are at the edges of your mat. Let the knees tip in to touch. Once again, giving that low back an opportunity to settle into the mat. You're going to reach for your block or whatever prop you have nearby that you're able to roll into a block shape or tube. If you don't have one, that's okay. You can just stay in the position you're in for the moment. For those who have them, we're going to bring the block beneath your upper back. So right between the shoulder blades, running the length of your spine. So we don't want it going shoulder to shoulder. You want it running the length of your spine instead. So you're able to rise up onto your forearms, just enough to slide the block beneath you. And lower yourself back down onto it. Position it in a way that it is not digging in or poking you. Allow your head to come over the end of the block so that it's able to rest on the floor. If that is too far, you can always place a blanket folded to the height that you need underneath of your head. Your arms can come wide at your sides. Let the shoulders fall over the edges of your block. Knees can stay bent or you can extend them long to the bottom of your mat. Just the same as we fill our bellies with breath. Can you now focus on expanding through the chest with every breath? Your ribs expanding in all directions as you breathe in. As you breathe out, you settle into the block, into the floor. If you don't have the block in place, you can continue to follow the same rhythm of breathing. Expanding through the chest. And softening through the chest. Long, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth this time. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Take a few more breaths just like that. And after one final biggest breath yet, you can tip your weight over to one side, remove your block, and lower back down onto your back. Legs can stay bent, or you can extend them long to the bottom corners of your mat. Arms wide at your sides, palms face up, and find some stillness. Taking long, slow breaths in and out through the nose. And just noticing any sensations you may be feeling through the chest, the throat, and the heart. Can you soften through your face? Relax your jaw. Maybe you close your eyes completely. Let go of the effort of breathing, allowing it to return to its natural rhythm and rate. Acknowledging any changes that may have occurred in your body from when you first landed here on your mat. This practice of stillness and of breath will continue to be yours for as long as you choose to allow it. I encourage you to take up time here on your mat, offering yourself as many breaths as you can in stillness. When you do feel ready to get up and go, do so as slowly and mindfully as you can. Taking a little bit of the openness that you've cultivated through your upper body today with you into the rest of your day and your week of shoveling to follow. With such gratitude as always, namaste.